Hello everyone, welcome to Have and to Roll Till Death Saves Do Us Part, our tabletop roleplay gaming series. We are playing our two-player Dungeons & Dragons campaign, The Land of Vampires. My name is Oliver. I will be your storyteller and dungeon master today. With me, my player and my lovely wife, Robin. How are you doing?
Hey!
We will be using material today from our friends over at Grove Guardian Press. They make great content for one-on-one D&D games. So you can head over. They've got full-on campaigns. They have several one-shots over there. They also have a Patreon. You can go over and join. It's a nice little community they have over there. They also do some fantasy novels as well, stories if you're into that type of thing. I hear they are very, very good. Robin, do you have some announcements for us today?
Of course, yes. So, as well as supporting us here on Twitch, you can also find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, on YouTube, and also we have our podcasts available on both Apple Podcasts and Spotify. We also have a growing Discord community that you guys are welcome to come, join, be part of, and chat away with us when we're not here streaming. The links to all of these can be found right here on our Twitch page in the About section. Now, as well as that, we are also currently running a competition over on our Instagram page, where you have the chance of winning a couple of fun little goodies, which I have here. You can win a lovely pink writing quill.
Oh, I've always wanted one of those.
They're nice, aren't they?
Yeah, they are nice.
It's a proper quill with a little bottle of ink.
I have actually written with one of those quills before.
You did, didn't you? You wrote me a letter.
I did.
One of these quills.
I did. I wasn't gonna bring that up, but yeah, I was soft. I wrote you a letter. I think I bought you a D&D book as well, didn't I? And I wrote a letter in that.
Yes, it was when we were living apart for a little while, and you wrote me a letter and sent me my player's handbook.
Yeah. So
along with the quill, you can get a load of additional little nibs to use, so you can do all sorts of fancy writing, and you can also win a set of dice.
Set of dice, because you can't have too many dice, you know?
Right? No.
Never too many.
So again, that is over on our Instagram.
Fantastic. Thank you very much. A couple of little disclaimers. We are going to be setting up channel points that you can use within the game. Unfortunately, they are not set up for today because there is a narrative reason for that. The channel points are still there. However, some of the rewards won't be redeemable. I'll maybe roll them over to when I'm streaming some video games. Another little disclaimer. We are running a game that does have themes of horror, and there will be mentions of blood in detail. Quite possibly blood in detail in this session. Yeah, maybe not that I want to spoil anything, but it's good to let the audience know. Are you ready to jump in? Okay.
I am ready. Let's do this.
Okay. So everybody listening, we're all ready. So, last time there had been a string of disturbing disappearances in the seaside city-state of Linolin. Our heroic bard, Annalise, began to investigate with the help of her half-orc friend, Baruch of the City Watch. They heard stories of a shadow attacking 3 guards while searching the catacombs beneath Io Keep. They also found a dead body that had been washed up at the sewer entrances. Baruch remembers a woman from the Frostmoor Mountains that arrived in the city a few months previous with similar stories. The party visited with this woman named Kalina and discovered that she had lost her family and her father had vanished. Before his disappearance, he was sure that the evil was connected to the Nocturne Estate, home to one Lord Nassarq, who also has residence in the city-state of Linolin. The party was then beset upon by an aggressive spectre. After dealing with the spectre, the party, including Kalina, investigated the catacombs. Inside, you found the graves of the Nassarq family and altars to the god Yergel. You discovered and fought against 2 vampire spawn and then rescued a citizen from a terrible fate. It seems that Nassarq has been kidnapping and turning the citizens of Linolin, luring them to him with some sort of magic. The Stormguard thanked you for your efforts and informed you that Nassarq had fled to his estate in the Frostmoor Mountains. Determined, you and your 2 companions set off to follow. As you made your way home to prepare for a long journey, Annalise, a tiefling woman with red hair and starry white eyes stands waiting outside your home. Well, Annalise, long time no see.
It certainly is a long time. How have you been, old friend?
Oh, I've been here and there. I hear you've become quite the hero.
Oh, hero, is that what they're calling me? I don't know.
Well,
I mean, I helped up. Yeah, hero's fine. Yes, let's go with hero.
it's what I want to call you.
What have you heard exactly?
Oh. Well, why don't you tell me? It's very similar to the stories I told you when you were a child, no?
It is?
It is.
Well, you told me many stories.
I did, child. I told you of things that come after you in the night.
You did tell me that.
I did.
I just thought they were stories. I did not think they were real.
I was preparing you, child. Anyway, I'm glad that my teachings have gone to good use.
If you were preparing me, why did you not just tell me that?
Well, I told you what you needed to hear. Anyway, can you still play that lute as beautifully?
Of course I can.
Huh. Perhaps I can do something. I see that you have decorated it quite beautifully.
Ah, yeah, see? I have got little golden butterflies all over it, as you can see.
Well, let Leola have a look for you, and she'll go to take your loot from you.
And at least will kind of like reluctantly at first, then be like, yeah, go for it and hand it over.
Okay, she'll look at it and she'll. Yes, I remember this loot well. I hear you're going on a trip.
Yes, we're heading to the Frostmoor Mountains. We're going to follow the scary man who has apparently started all this for some reason.
Very well, very well. Would you allow me to keep your loot for a while? I wish to upgrade it.
I of course would love for you to update my loot, but I might need it on my journey.
Oh no, I'll get it back to you before you leave. Trust Leola.
Of course. I would
Very
love
well.
for you to do that.
Very well. She'll keep a hold of the lute and she'll start playing a few little tunes on it. Well, are you going to invite me in?
Oh, of course. Here, come in. And she'll open the door and stand back, allowing Leola to go first.
Okay, yeah. You unless there's anything else you want to discuss with Leola, you can head into your home and tell stories if you wish about what happened to you the past few days. Leola will keep her normal coy self, telling you stories that you aren't entirely sure are true or not. They're quite often told in the first person as well. You remember her fondly from your teenage years. as she is the one that taught you your bardic ways. So.
Yeah, Annalise will sit and she will listen to these tales. Although this time when she's listening to them, she's now believing every single word, thinking that it's foreshadowing something yet to come.
Okay. You can do a perception check for me if you want to try and glean.
Yeah, sure.
Glean something.
Perception. That's a nat 1 for you. 4.
Yeah, she's difficult to read. She was always rather mysterious. She came into your life and then left just as mysteriously as she had entered. She had many stories. Always seemed very well traveled, and it's hard to glean from her whether she's concerned about your venture you're going on or not.
Cool.
Cool. You spend the evening maybe reminiscing about the good old days. In the morning, you awake. As you expect, Leola is nowhere to be seen. Gone with your loot as well. So, in between sessions, we were supposed to do you wanted to do some shopping out of game, but we never got round to that. So you were given 300 gold. But Varuk and Kalina were given 100 gold each as well. So you can outfit yourself up. I'm not going to be too finicky about it. You can have a look if you want as we're going and buy a few things. Was there anything in particular that you really wanted to buy and you were wondering about pricing?
So the things that she'd want to buy would be thieves' tools.
Okay.
Because she's proficient in using them, but she doesn't have them. So I looked those up at.
You've looked them up.
25 gold. Yeah. Sorry, I popped a message through. So yeah, 25 gold for those.
Yeah, just use the prices in the player's handbook. That's fine.
No worries. The only thing I couldn't find, which I'd really love to get, is some +1 arrows for my.
Oh, okay. +1. Yeah. Okay.
Bolts.
Yeah, I'm
for
sure.
my crossbow.
Yeah, I'm sure we can maybe find something else. Is there anything you would like to get for Varuk or Kalina? I can outfit them out. I imagine Varuk will probably want some javelins or something.
Yeah. If you want to outfit them, one thing I would like is I know we've got healing potions, but I'd like to get an additional 3 healing potions, so that I've definitely each got one on our person.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I mean they're 50 gold each for regular healing potions.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
So I mean for +1s, let's see. Right, I'll come back to you with a price. How many would you?
Yeah.
How many would you like?
Probably just however many I can afford.
All right, that's not overly helpful.
would be the answer.
Okay, so you want to just completely bankrupt yourself with bolts from what you've got left over, yeah?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
okay, that's fine.
I'd like, yeah. The prices I were finding were all over the place, and I was like, oh, I have no idea. I'd like to get 10, but the prices I was finding was making it not very likely.
Okay, well, I imagine there'll probably be a gold piece, so I'll say
okay.
Yeah. Well, I'll get back to you on it though. That's fine.
No worries. Yeah.
Just know that you have +1 crossbow bolts and you have 0 money. That's fine. That's all you need to know. Excellent.
Leave her with a couple of gold for beer, and that's it.
Yeah, well, it did surprise me. You were like, "Oh yeah, I'll have all the crossbow bolts."
Sorry, I meant out of the money that she won, not including the money that she'd already had.
Oh right, okay. Well, you could probably get 20 +1 crossbow bolts then.
Let's do that. Yeah, that would be amazing.
That's fine. Okay. Is there anything else you would like to do in Linolin before you set off?
No. Annalise is pretty ready to go.
Okay. So, let's say you all set up on a day to travel. Let's say you only spend maybe a day getting ready. outside the gates of Linolin, you are met with Kalina, standing tall, dark hair. She has her leather armor and her travel pack ready. She has a sword and a warhammer at her side. You see Varuk, who has his chainmail hidden under traveling cloaks and his traveling attire, again with a pack upon his back, and also a shield and his regular sword. You also see Leola there, not in traveling gear, in her usual bardic get-up, and she approaches you with your loot, and you can see that the butterflies that you painted into it now have a slight glow to them. Here you go, my dear, and she'll hand you your loot back.
How did you make them glow? They are so beautiful.
Well, I added a little touch of my own, little magic touch.
Are you going to tell me what this magic touch does?
Well, just be careful when you play it. It should be very useful for you. I
look forward to being surprised by this later on.
She has upgraded your loot to a DOS loot, basically.
DOS loot.
Yeah, so you can. I'm going to say you can attune. Let's say you attune to it as you go.
Yay!
Yeah. So you're already attuned to it. It's your loot anyway. It already had some magical properties. She just awakened it for you, if you like. So that gives you an extra spell slot to deal with during the day for you.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Excellent. Add a DOS loot to there, and I can play about that.
Yeah.
I'll look it up after.
And then she'll say her goodbyes. Well, Annalise, till next time. You look after yourself.
You look after yourself too. You shouldn't wait so long before coming to see me next time.
Oh, you do not have to worry about me.
I always worry about you. You're very mysterious. But okay, I will go off and, continue being a hero.
That's part of my appeal. Anyway, so long. And she'll she'll head off over to the tavern districts to make some money. Also, you think. Right? Are you ready to hit the road?
Yes, I am ready to hit the road.
Okay. You can stop me at any time during this. It's going to be a 5 days worth of travel. But I'll narratively take us through it. So, leaving the city of Linolin behind you, you travel northeast. You are joined on the road by many other travelers, merchants, soldiers, carriages that carry passengers hidden behind lavish curtains. This road that you're on leads to the city of Red Cross, on the edge of Linolin's borders, and is used by many who wish to travel between the two. As you eventually pass the Red Cross junction, your party finds itself travelling alone for long stretches as the days go on. Small villages give way to open wilderness either side of the road. This requires you to camp by the roadside. The persistent fog that clung to Linolin has no presence here. You can see the open sky for the first time in months, maybe a full year, it seems to you. As you camp one night beneath the stars, Kalina feeds a crackling fire, which staves off that night chill that's creeping in. Varuk is quietly preparing food. Is there anything you'd like to talk to your companions about?
So do we have a plan for if we actually come across as Lord Nassarq.
Kalina will answer as she prods the fire viciously. Well, I plan to kill him. Simple as.
You're planning on killing him with that warhammer there?
She kind of looks over at the hammer by the campfire. If I have to, yes. It'd be more than he deserve.
But I agree with you that killing him is probably the inevitable conclusion to what's going to happen. But what if he has information that might be useful to us first? These people who have gone missing, what if they're still alive somewhere?
What do you think he'd tell us?
We could make him tell us. Worth a try, no?
I like this thought. And then we kill him?
Then we kill him. If there's a chance that your two little brothers and your mother are out there, surely it is worth the chance of seeing what he will say.
There is no way of getting mother and brother back.
How do you know this?
They are gone.
Okay. Well, I still think our friend might be out there somewhere.
Your lost friend?
Yes. He's very strong. No way he would have gotten away so easily. I feel like he's maybe out there somewhere.
Is lover?
Oh no, not a lover. He Baruch and I, we all grew up together. Good friend.
Grew up in city.
Yes, we all grew up in the city together. We grew up in the orphanage.
Oh. You are orphan then?
Yes, that is true. Well, maybe. I don't really know. But we all grew up together, and this friend that went missing, he can really handle himself. Like, he was always the strongest out of all of us. He was always able to go out and get out of every situation. He'll be fine.
Farouk is portioning out some rations, some stew, and as you're kind of saying that he was the strongest and always get into trouble, he kind of just does these little kind of grunts and passes you both the stew.
Oh, did I say the strongest? I meant the second strongest.
Whatever. He sits down on a log with a big thud and starts tucking into his stew.
No, yeah, we grew up together. Definitely not a lover.
I see. So more like brother.
More like brother. Yes. That's where I would put him. And Baruch here. He's like my little brother, but only bigger.
Yeah. It's more like your father. Always getting you out of trouble.
Well, you get me out of trouble now because you can, but when we were children, you got me into trouble. You always wanted to do things that you couldn't do, and then I got into trouble.
Yeah, well, you gotta find your boundary somehow. Gotta know what you're made of.
Well, yes, but we all grew up together. We used to get up to all sorts of fun shenanigans. Like once, right? Okay. Now, when we were little, maybe like 6 year. Let's say 6 year. We were out playing on the street, and I was wearing this little dress, and I used to dance around, and all the visitors would be like, "Oh, look, there's a cute girl dancing," and they would stand and watch. And then the others, get this, they used to take things out of their pocket, and then we went to buy sweeties. It was great.
Yeah, I can't remember how you roped me into doing that.
Oh, well, you were wanting the sweeties, and I said this is how people get sweeties, and you believed me.
Yeah, back when I was naive.
You're not naive now, though, no?
Well, I'm still here with you, ain't I?
Oh dear. What about you, Kalina? Did you grow up in the Frostmoor Mountains?
Yes, we grew up in a village close by. It's very small village. Mostly sheep farmers. Not many visitors.
You're not a sheep farmer. Why, how did you learn to do what you do? You are a very strong fighter.
Well, growing up in mountains, you need to look after yourself. Although I learned most of my fighting after my family. Well, I had to learn quickly. There's great evil in the world. If you cannot stand up to it, then you do not last long.
I'm sorry you had to go through that, Kalina. It must have been awful.
Well, I'm glad I had family to lose. It must be hard for you growing up in city without family.
Well, was not the easiest, not always anyway, but I mean, I don't know. Maybe they're out there somewhere in the world. Who knows? Don't think I'd want to know, actually.
Well,
but yes.
It's must be difficult.
Well, yes, sometimes. But I think that the best family is the family that you choose anyway. And I have Oluk here, and I have plenty of others, and life is good now. Apart from the, the spiky teethed. Yes, those
The vampire.
That was the vampire. The vampire. It still feels weird saying vampire. I feel like it's like an old child's tale of a vampire, and now there are vampires.
Yeah, that's a good point, actually. So, this vampire, is he, if he's the one turning people into those things that we fought back there, does that make him stronger?
Oh yes. Does that make him? Yes. Does that make him like a big strong vampire?
Well, he definitely have strength, but he have other things we need to worry about, like magics.
What? But like what? Sorry.
Magic,
Like,
he casts spells.
He casts spells as well. Oh, he's the girl who went missing. She said that there was a song and she went and she danced with him.
Imagine some sort of charm.
So we need to make sure that we don't, fall under his spell.
Yeah, might need to See if we can ambush him or something.
Yes. What? I mean, Kalina, do you know what he looks like?
Not really. I've been chasing him for some time. He usually just manages estate from his mansion. My father knew him. All I know, he is not at his estate. He went to Linolin. And I asked around. I went to City Watch. She kind of looks at Brooke. But they no point me in his direction. But we know now that he definitely has gone back to his house, so...
It's weird. I wonder if we... Well, if he was there for so long, we must have seen him at some point or spoken to him. Just would not have known.
Yeah, especially if he's got some kind of magic. Could have made us forget. Who the hell knows?
Possibly. Yes. Okay, so... Plan is, when we come near him, we cannot let him cast any magic or anything. Make sure that we do not fall under his charms. Stay strong.
How do you suggest we do that?
I have absolutely no idea.
Great. Well, we have only a day to think about it anyway. We should be there by end of tomorrow.
Yes, exactly. Lena, you said your father, he knew Lord Nassarq. How did he know him?
Well, he was landowner in village, see? And, well, the estate technically oversees land. Deals with all trades and economy. Stuff that I had no interest in, really. I just wanted to make things. Yeah. So there was time where they used to deal with the Nassarqs. But the current lord, he does not show his face for years at a time, sometimes whole decade, does not show his face.
Like, that's pretty suspicious, no?
It's...
Like going decades without showing her face?
It's very, very suspicious. Because he's a piece of shit, basically.
He sounds like a piece of shit. So... Are you okay about going back to the Frostmoor Mountains? It's been a while since you've been there, no?
Well, been a couple of months. So...
Okay.
We not go to my village, we go straight to this road. We take another path tomorrow. Lead us through forest and take us straight to his estate. Nocturne Estate is in forest.
Oh, okay. Right. So... we can think about some plan, some way of getting near him. I want to play with my lute for a little bit. See what my wonderful dear friend actually did to it. Maybe there's something there that can help us. And she'll go to like sit down and take her lute and just sit and sort of start playing around with it a little bit.
Yeah.
And then she'll take out a little flask from her pocket and just, go to pass it around.
Yeah.
Would you like a drink, anyone?
Yeah, I'll not say no to a drink. And
there you go, my friends.
And Kalina will quietly partake. If you play a little while, your two companions are both they're both similar in they both try to be the strong silent type. So they will listen to your. Are you playing for them, or are you having a?
She'll start to like play around with it, and then realizing that she's not entirely sure what Leola did, she'll then just start playing some nice music for them. playing for them, trying to, make them feel nice.
Sure. Do a performance check. Why not?
Performance check. That performance is a +7. 16. 22. No,
Yeah.
16. 23.
23. 23. Yeah, you play some beautiful music on this lute. Now it's basically a DOS lute. Okay, so you are attuned to this. So yeah, you can use. Have you got the stats up for a DOS lute, right? Would you like me to put it in your?
I have just added it to it, so I know that I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 charges, allowing me to do 7 different spells.
Yes.
And I can do these spells. Sorry, I'm trying to find. I don't remember how I can do spells.
I can read it. Okay, you can.
Okay, go for it.
You can use an action to play the instrument, cast one of its spells. Okay, once the instrument has been used to cast a spell, it can't be used to cast that specific spell again until the next dawn.
Got it.
So that and then the spell casting is uses your spell casting ability, so charisma. Another part about it is you can play the instrument while casting a spell that causes any of its targets to be charmed on a failed saving throw, thereby imposing disadvantage on the save. So it's a DOS lute, so you can cast Animal Friendship, protection from energy. It's fire only for that one though. Protection from poison, and of course you have fly, invisibility, levitate, protection from good and evil as well.
Excellent. That is perfect. And I can, quick question for this. Obviously, some of these spells are at 2nd level and 3rd level. Does it matter that I'm a 2nd level bard, or am I able to still cast those?
You cast it. Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah. Your second level, but it doesn't matter. You have it's being cast through the magic item.
So it doesn't use one of my slots to cast it. It just uses one of its own slots.
Charges. Yeah.
Charges, got it. Oh, awesome! Thank you. Yeah, so she'll just sit and play some beautiful music for the other 2.
Okay. Is there anything else you'd like to do this night?
She'll just sit there, have a drink, play some music, and enjoy the company.
Okay. So the next day, through the morning, the travel sees you heading towards forests that surround the road. As you walk closer to the mountains, it's like you can see the trees depicting a horrible story of pain and decay. The trees become less and less green. The trunks slowly start to wilt, as if they are picking up leaves that they have lost but can't quite reach. As you continue, the bark becomes blackened and the branches' spindly claws reach up at you. In the distance, beyond the skeletal pines, you see a black stone fortress that stretches out of a steep slope of the foothills. You once again see fog that coats its base, obscuring any dangers that might lie in wait. Ahead of you is a winding trail that leads to the castle. How would you like to continue? You can see the castle. It's still a stretch away. Would you like to go quietly?
Guys, that looks a little bit ominous. Maybe we should try to go as sneaky as possible.
Yes, maybe we try sneak. Yes.
Okay. But just follow my lead. We'll be very, very sneaky.
Very well.
And I would like to go stealthily, please.
Okay, yeah. Roll stealth checks. I tell you what you can do. Just roll one stealth check with advantage
Okay, got it.
for the three of you.
An 11, 7, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 with advantage.
Okay. So, moving a little bit slower through the trees, you get part of the way down this path. You hear from the right-hand side of the track, you can hear what sounds like groaning. This kind of...
Guys, very quiet. Annalise was going to go towards the groaning sound and see if she can see what it is.
Okay, so would you like your companions to stay behind?
I'd like them to stay close.
Okay, so you okay, well, they're going with you. Okay, so the three of you sneak towards the sound of the noise. You can start to see shapes through the leafless trees, and then you can start to smell this kind of rotten stench fills your nostrils as you start getting closer. What you see is two humanoids, and they seem to be shambling. It almost looks like they're walking in a circle, and they both look like they have limps. Walking, their pace is a bit off. They seem to be circling something.
Can I see what they're circling?
You have to move a little bit closer. Would you like to move closer?
Yeah, she'll move closer, but this time she'll kind of signal to the other two just to kind of stay where they are.
Okay.
And she's going to move a little closer.
So, as your two friends stick where they are, you start creeping up, and you can see these two humanoids. And as you approach them, you can see that their flesh is blackened and rotten, and you can see that they have parts of their skeleton showing. A rib cage here. They seem to have clothing on that's been torn, and as they shamble, they seem to be chasing something. They seem to be swatting at something, and you can see what you think is maybe a bird. No, what you actually see is a very tiny humanoid. It has wings like a dragonfly, and it has a little green tunic on, and it has a tiny little bow as it's flitting between these two shambling walking corpses as they're and swiping at it. It's in between them, and he goes to fire its little bow at it, releases a little arrow, sticks right into the forehead of one as it keeps moving forward, and then it swipes and swats the little figure, and it falls to the ground. What are you doing?
Annalise will take her bow and go to shoot at one of them.
Okay, you want to shoot one? Okay, roll an attack.
Yeah. Okay. I've not added my +1 arrows yet, so I'll just
yeah, we can just
add it on. Yeah, if that's okay. I'm just going to use the sheet. So rolling crossbow, that is 19 to hit.
That will certainly hit.
Damage is 8 points of piercing damage.
Nice. And I want you to roll some initiative.
Ooh. Okay. Just getting them ready.
That's fine.
Oh, cool. So I've got Annalise's. I don't have access to the sheet you gave me access to earlier, though.
Okay, that's fine. I can try and
it's just
find
not
them for
showing
you.
up.
Okay,
But that's
it should be in your extras.
Yeah, it's not.
Oh, that's a shame. I will
It's
do
all blank.
it. I will do it for you.
So Annalise got a 7.
Annalise got 7. I will roll for Varuk. Varuk has a +1 initiative, so he will actually go first. And I'll pull up Kalina's sheets because you were supposed to have it.
Yeah.
So, her initiative is a +1.
She gets a 3.
Okay. So these things have rolled theirs. And what was the damage you did again? Sorry?
8 points of damage. Piercing.
Okay. So Varuk is actually up first. He stood a little bit further back, so he's going to walk his way, use his full movement to get up right next to you. Like, Annalise, what the hell's going on? It is then your turn.
Okay. Annalise is going to use her action, and she is going to place a hand on Varuk now that he is up next to her, and she's going to cast protection from evil and good.
Okay.
So the protection,
Yeah, explain to everyone what that is.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, so so the protection grants several benefits. Creatures of those types have protection against undead, and so the undead have disadvantage on attack rolls against the target. The target also cannot be charmed, frightened, or possessed by them. If the target is already charmed, frightened, that would end, but he's not. So, yeah, they have disadvantage to attack Varuk, and he cannot be charmed by them.
If they are undead, which they certainly are. Fantastic. Is there anything else you would like to do?
With my bonus action, I'm just going to be like, go get them, big boy, and give him some bardic inspiration.
Okay, fantastic. Kalina's up next. So when you go to your D&D Beyond, you go to extras.
Okay.
And there should be 2 sidekicks there.
I'll refresh it. Maybe that's
refresh it. And then she's the expert.
There we go.
There she is.
So she is expert, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. So Kalina is going to use her action. She is going to... Sorry, you said she had a Warhammer?
She does, yeah. Just use the stats that are on
the
there.
short sword stat. So she's going to go and hit one of them.
Okay, that's fine.
And she got to attack 15 to attack.
Yeah, that definitely hits.
Nice. Damage is 4, 5, 6 points of damage.
Okay.
And then she is going to use her so
cunning
she
action?
can bonus action. Yeah, the cunning action. So bonus action, sorry. I've not played this one before. She's going to
disengage?
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm reading this in real time.
That's fine.
No, that's all she's going to do for this one.
I can talk you through it.
Do.
So if she disengages, she can move backwards from them without getting an attack of opportunity.
Right.
Or if
okay.
if she uses the she can't use the dodge action, but she can use the hide action, which isn't really that helpful here.
That's how I was getting confused. I was looking for dodge, and I was like, "Where's
Yeah.
dodge? Isn't that one of the things?"
No,
Yeah,
she's not full broke.
disengage.
No.
Right, got it. So she's going to disengage from as a bonus action, and then she's going to move back.
And she's going to move fully back. Okay.
Yeah,
Excellent.
please.
So as Kalina runs in, takes a swipe at this this undead humanoid that you had shot before, slices it, goes and starts turning around and starts shambling over towards where you are. Kalina's moved backwards. This thing is going to move right up to you, Annalise, and it is going to it's going to attack you. Once I get its actions up, so as it goes to try and grab you, it completely misses you. This is a very slow-moving creature. And just reaches out at you, and you just kind of step aside. The next one is going to turn around as well, seeing its ally kind of moving towards the three of you, and it's going to shamble, dragging its leg behind it, and it's going to take a try and grab Varuk. That will hit Varuk. However,
is that with disadvantage?
It's not. Well done for reminding me.
No worries.
That misses. That's a 10 plus a 4 plus a 3 is a 13. His armor class is 15, so it misses him. As the three of you are just moving just out of reach of these slow-moving creatures. As you see them close up, you can see that flesh is rotten and just hanging off their faces, and they have this just look in their eye of just pure hunger. The smell this close up is pretty bad. It's pretty bad. It's Varuk's turn though. You do actually have Varuk on there as well, but I don't mind. I don't mind using him though.
I'm sorry.
It's fine.
I could use them.
I'm gonna use the dice on.
Still a novice with D&D Beyond. That's what I'm struggling with.
Well, unfortunately, he's rolled a nat 1 to hit, which is unfortunate. So as he thinks this is maybe a little bit too easy, he goes to swing at one that had gone for you, Annalise, but it quickly turned and shot towards him, throwing him off slightly. Annalise, it's your turn now.
Annalise is going to look at the one that's like right up close to her, and she's going to be like, ugh, oh my gosh, did you know that your mother was a spell component? And she's going to cast this Vicious Mockery.
Okay.
That is a wisdom save, please.
A wisdom save of, well, that's a 7 minus a 2, so that's a 5, which I think fails.
That is a failure.
Okay.
So I'm going to roll damage. So it's 2 points of psychic damage.
Psychic damage, yeah.
And that one, shall we name him Undead 1?
Undead 1 has...
Yeah, is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
Is that easier?
Yeah, I've got him
so
down as
Undead 1 has disadvantage on its next attack.
Okay.
I've got a note of it as well.
Do you want to move away?
She probably will, but first of all, she is going to bonus action. She's going to shout over to Kalina, and she's going to be like, "Let them cower before your fury," and give her bardic inspiration as well.
Bardic inspiration, nice.
And then she is going to. No, she's going to stay where she is because I don't want to take that opportunity attack. So she's going to just stay where she is for now.
Okay, that's.
Actually, no. Sorry.
Yep.
She is going to risk it because he has disadvantage. So she is going to move away from it.
Okay. So take a swipe at you. There's only one in melee with you currently. That's an 8 plus 3, so that's 11 to hit.
That is a miss.
Okay.
So she will move away from him and move back.
So you're going to move back your full movement?
Yes, please.
Okay, so you head off back.
Excellent.
Your full movement away. It's now Kalina's turn.
Excellent. So now Kalina, how far away is she from them again now?
Let's say she's next to you.
Oh, okay, fine.
Yeah.
So Kalina is going to use her short bow, and she is going to target I don't know, undead one.
Undead
Go
one.
for that one. Whatever. Yeah, she's going to target them with her short bow. That is a 9, 11, 12, 13.
13 hits.
Oh, this. Oh, excellent.
Oh yes.
Right.
These are very slow things.
So no inspiration needed, and that is a 5, 6, 7 points of piercing damage. Yep, and that's all she's going to do.
Okay. As Kalina pulls back her bow, fires it, it goes straight through. Well, hits this undead corpse right in the forehead and shoots right out the back of it, and it takes another step and falls to the ground.
Aha.
Okay, I'm gonna roll a dice. As it falls to the ground, it starts getting back up again. You can see.
Damn it.
Is that all you wish Kalina to do?
Yes, that's all that Kalina is going to do.
Okay. Next up, Zombie 1 gets up. They're zombies. Zombie 1's going to use half its movement to get up. It's only got 10 feet of movement left, so it's going to start. It's going to take a swipe at Baruch, who's still standing there.
Yeah.
It has disadvantage against him, right?
Yes,
he's got protection from. Okay, evil. Okay, that misses. It stands up, and let's say it takes a swipe at Baruch as it had fallen down and is trying to get up, and it's trying to use Baruch almost to get up, as swiping at him as well. Baruch just goes, "What the fuck?" and just moves out as he's freaked out by this thing just getting back up. The next one shambles up to Baruch as well and is going to try to slam him again. With disadvantage, that it was a 3 to hit, misses as well. So it is now Baruch's turn. He's going to.
Right, so Baruch is going to use his longsword.
Yeah.
And he's going to strike the one that's sort of like up closest to him. So is rolled a 13 plus his attack. I think a 13 hit anyway, though, didn't it? Yeah, excellent. So damage is 1, 2, 3, 4 points of slashing damage. Yeah, slashing damage.
Was that to number 1, yeah?
Yes, number 1. I think that's the one that's closest to him because he tried to kind of get up. So yeah, we'll go for that.
Okay, as he sees this thing like half on the floor trying to claw at him, he just takes his sword and, leaving no doubt this time, just takes its head off. And it just rolls into the trees in the distance. He hit it so hard, and the remaining body just slumps to the ground.
Nice. That's the end of his turn.
Yeah, no problem. It is now your turn, Annalise.
Right. My turn. Alice is going to continue with her crossbow now that she's a little bit further away, and she's going to shoot the remaining one with her crossbow. So that is a 24 to hit.
It definitely hits.
Damage is 8 points of damage, please.
Very nice. Very nice. Now Kalina is up. Unless you want to do something else.
No, that's the end of her turn. The other two already have inspiration, so she's going to leave it at that.
Okay. So Kalina is up next.
Right. So Kalina is going to pretty much do the same. She is also going to take out her short bow and she's going to shoot at it as well. So, okay. Ooh, that's going to be a miss. 12, 13, 14, 15, 12. Well, the 6 total. That's gonna miss. I'm just trying to think. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No.
What's
You roll a 6.
her? Let me have a look then. what's her to hit?
+4, and I rolled a 2, so she's got a 6.
Oh right, sorry. Yeah, no, that does miss.
That's the end of her action, I think. Yes, end of her shot.
Okay, so this thing, still standing, is right next to Brooke, and it's just going to try to grab it. It rolled a natural 1, so yeah, as it try, you can see it just trying to get at Varuk, and Varuk is just, it's kind of that slow moving that Varuk is just like almost dancing with it, just like every time it tries to grab him, he's just like moving out the way relatively easily. It's Varuk's turn though.
Varuk picks up his long sword, and he is just going to come crashing down on this remaining one. So it's a 13.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Damage is 4, 5, 6 points of damage.
Nice. Okay. Does he want to do anything else?
Nope, that's the end of his turn. He's just gonna stay there. He's not really intimidated by this creature anymore.
No, he's just going, well, this is gross, but they're pretty slow. What would you like to do? It's your turn, Annalise, now.
Allie's gonna do the same as she did before. She's gonna shoot it with her crossbow. So
go ahead.
That is a 14, 15 to hit. 4, 5, 6 points of damage.
6 points of damage. Okay. Shoot this thing.
And that is the end of her turn.
What was the damage again? Sorry.
6.
6. Okay. As you shoot this thing, similar to what Kalina had done to the first one. You're trying to aim for the head. As you shoot it in the eye, it drops to the ground, but then starts kind of flailing on the ground once again. It is Kalina's turn.
Ugh. Kalina is going to pick up her bow, and she is going to shoot it. Let's see. Oh, that was a nat 20.
Nat 20, nice. How does I'll give you the narrative. How does Kalina want to do this?
Kalina is a little bit disgusted by this undead creature that's there, and she just takes her arrow out, and she just sort of breathes and just aims right between the eyes again, and just releases it, and with such force that the arrow is straight through the head of the zombie. Yeah.
So the zombie's kind of on the ground, like flailing, like in its death throes, if it wasn't already undead, as it's like pathetically going, its bloodshot eyes kind of looking up at Kalina with hunger. She lets loose the arrow, finding the right spot to put this thing down and out of whatever misery that it was experiencing. Well done. We're out of initiative.
Annalise is going to run over to the little fairy thing that fell out of the sky and check on it.
Okay, so as you run up, you find just in a little kind of almost like spread eagle. You see this little tiny. He's maybe only less than a half a foot tall. He looks like almost like a little elf. Like I said, little green tunic. His wings, although they don't look damaged. Very shiny, very almost like insect wings. But he looks a bit battered and bruised. But he looks like his little chest is breathing. It's moving up and down.
Alice is going to be like, Hey, little guy. Here, I hope you feel better. And she is going to cast Healing Word.
Okay.
And try to heal the little guy.
So as you throw out your healing word, you strum your instrument. The little wings twitch, and I think we'll take a break there. Thank you for joining us so far, everyone. I hope you're enjoying our game, The Land of Vampires, so far. So we're gonna go grab some snacks. We'll be 5 minutes or so. So go refresh your drinks. Make sure you go grab a beer or any other preferred beverage you have, and we'll be back real soon. Okay. See you in a bit, guys.
See you soon.
Hello and welcome back. I hope you all grabbed your snacks and drinks. So before the break, our heroic bard and her companions had left the city of Linolin in pursuit of Lord Nassarq, heading on the road to the Frostmoor Mountains. When you arrived at the very base of where you can see the Nocturne Estate, you had travelled through the woods and you had heard some strange noises just off the beaten track. You had came across 2 zombies, it appeared, chasing down a small figure with wings that was brutally swatted down by the zombies. After dispatching the zombies, you ran up to the small figure and had cast Healing Word upon it. As your magical words touch this little creature, its wings start to twitch and it opens its eyes. It kind of looks up at you with its wide, small, tiny eyes and jumps up quickly, looks around, grabs its bow, and then flitters up into the air and then draws its little bow at you. Oh! I'll shoot! It kind of looks at it as it's like looking between the 3 of you. It kind of looks at the zombies on the ground and kind of loosens its arrow slightly. Who are you?
Oh, let's just say we are friends.
Friends?
Friends of you, because, we killed the things that were trying to hurt you.
I see. It right up to you, like right into your face, Annalise, and you can, yeah, exactly. You kind of go cross-eyed. You can see this little figure, hair swept back. On its tunic, he has little tiny belts, so that you can see in good detail here. Upon these belts, there are an assortment of daggers, little swords, a quiver that sits on his thigh, full of tiny little arrows that are beautifully fletched. This is a little warrior. I can see into your soul. And I think you are
I wouldn't spend much time there if I were you.
Perhaps not. But I can tell you're not evil. It is my job to know who is evil and who is good.
That is very interesting. Well, my name is Annalise. What is your name?
My name is Phoenix.
Phoenix.
I am charged with the protection of this forest.
Oh. Charged by whom?
Well, by my people. And it is my birthright.
That is... Well, in that case, perhaps we could all help each other out. So, like I said, I am Annalise. Over here we have Baruch. And here we have Kalina. And we're looking for someone.
As you're talking, introducing, he's kind of like flying about at kind of ear level, and he's like kind of flitting between the 3 of you, kind of looking quite deeply into everybody's eyes. Baruch looks extremely kind of uncomfortable, and kind of for a second does this little kind of like that kind of blowing thing that you do when there's like a fly near you, go, and then sees the look of indignation on Fenix's face, and then quickly kind of stands his ground as Fenix looks into his eyes. He flitters over to Kalina, and Kalina just looks just stone-faced as this thing peers in to to Kalina's soul, basically, and then flitters back around to you, Annalise. He then puts his arrow that he had drawn back into his quiver. You're heading to the Nocturne Estate?
She kind of has a look of, how the fuck did he know that? And then she's just going to be like, yes, the Nocturne Estate.
Yeah, that's where the evil is coming from.
Ah, that's what we suspected. Perhaps you might be able to help us out a little bit there.
I am charged with the defense of this forest. Although I am very brave, I do not
see that.
I do not usually leave the forest.
Well, is there any others that might be able to help us around here? Maybe just some information would be good. Because we are heading to the Nocturne Estate, but we are looking for Lord Nassarq.
Well, Lord Nassarq, I saw him not but an hour ago.
Where did you see him?
He's heading off to his big house on the hill.
Well, we're going to go after him. We think that it is because of him that there is evil around here.
Well, you're right. I was I saw him, and he had someone with him. Another man.
What did the man look like?
I don't know. You big folk kind of look similar. I know he was a man. He looked young, I think.
Okay.
Not as fancily dressed as the one you're after.
Perhaps another victim of his.
Well, they were both walking up. His victims are many, and he'll gesture with his little hand to the corpses, one completely beheaded next to you.
So these people here, they were his victims.
Yes, he takes out a little flask and starts drinking. His victims are many. His evil has corrupted this forest, and he flitters about from tree to tree, touching the wilting roots. This the mist is unnatural. As he kind of looks up at the sky, and you kind of notice that the fog just kind of goes on forever. No sign of sunlight. The forest cannot live without the sun.
Well, hopefully we can get to the bottom of this. We can help the forest and help everything along with it. We are heading to the estate now. We are going to find him, and we're going to try to stop him.
Well,
if yourself or if any of your friends or your acquaintances are able to help or wanting to help, just send them to us. We're very friendly.
I can take you to the edge where the estate opens up. I can accompany you there and see you don't get any more trouble.
That would be wonderful. That definitely would. And do you happen to know any, secret entrances into the estate?
Secret entrances? Let me think. No secret entrances that I know of. Not that I really want to go into an estate.
Fair enough.
Big people houses aren't really. They're not really my usual place of business.
That's fair enough. I mean, they're a little bit large, aren't they? The big estates. And, with the vampires and the looming death and ominous around them, I would not want to go there either.
No.
Anyway, if you'd like to lead us to the estate, that'd be great.
Okay, follow me. And he just flies off.
We are... Turns we are never keeping up with them.
Well, good thing there's a road. As you guys make your way, start making your way through the trees. The trees do start opening up slightly as you start going uphill on this winding path towards the estate. As you get to the edge of the tree line, you can see in the close distance that there is a like a fence that surrounds the estate and what looks like an entrance. We can also see buildings as well near that entrance.
What are the buildings on the outside of the entrance or like through the entrance?
From here, it's difficult to tell. Looks like they're part of it.
Okay.
Phoenix will give you a little salute. This is where I leave you.
Thank you. Phoenix, hopefully we will see you soon.
I will. I owe you a life debt. One day, I shall repay it. You have my word.
Of course.
Good luck. And he flitters off.
Well, he was a little mysterious, no?
Yes, very mysterious.
Okay. So...
I like him.
I like him too. Like he was like, these big zombies were around him and he's just like, yeah, take this. I think he was really like spunky.
Yes. He's full of spunk, no? For someone
I like
so
you,
small.
Kalina.
Thank you. Like you too.
Right. So looks like there's like buildings over there. Perhaps they might have something in them that we could use.
I think it's like probably some sort of ruin. Actually, it looks like from here. We need to get closer.
Okay. Let's try to get a little closer and just try to, like sneak a little bit as we go. Because I do not know what's going to meet us there. Might be able to do something to help us here, actually.
Let's do it.
And she's going to take out her lute.
Mm-hmm.
She's going to start playing with it as she casts Detect Evil and Good.
Okay, yeah, sure.
So
do you
for the
read it out for
duration,
people?
yeah, for the duration, if there is an aberration, celestial, elemental, fae, fiend, or undead within 30 feet of you, as well as where the creature is located. Similarly, if there is a place or object within 30 feet of you that has been magically consecrated,
okay.
or desecrated.
Right, okay, yep.
This spell can penetrate most barriers, but it is blocked by 1 foot of stone, 1 inch of metal, a thin sheet of lead, or 3 feet of wood or dirt.
Okay.
It lasts 10 minutes and is concentration.
Okay. You don't sense anything within 30 feet.
It's fine. She'll keep that up and start walking towards, trying to walk quietly with her companions towards these sort of ruins of buildings.
Are you trying to be... Well, okay, well, just roll me a stealth check with advantage then.
Sure. 19.
Okay. As you slowly start moving towards the estate, there's little outcroppings of trees that start to disperse, and then as you walk by one of them, you can hear birds cawing. You see ravens just perching and calling at you. As you walk closer and closer and closer, you can see, with your magic, you can see an aura of undead up ahead, and it starts to get brighter and brighter as you approach. It's undead, and it seems a little bit off as well from what you've sensed before when using these types of magic as well. As you approach, there's a mass of black on the floor, and as you guys are creeping up, it's relatively open now. And then, with a throaty cacophony of calls and flapping wings, the entire conspiracy of ravens that are covering the floor just breaks any silence that you had maintained. And not only from in front of you, but from the woods all around as well, as birds create this black cloud in front of you, in between the mists. And in the wake of this conspiracy of ravens, the fog clears with their flapping, and you can see twin posts of a stone gate. To one side there is a ruin of, you can only assume, like a tower. Between the posts of the gate is a cloaked figure that seems to be hunched over. And what it's hunched over is a thin, prone body. The figure that is hunched over and cloaked with its back towards you is emanating a very strong undead aura.
She's going to whisper to her companions as she kind of points over to the direction. You see him over there? I can sense something from him. Something undead, unnatural.
You think that's him?
I think so. It must be. What do we do?
I don't know. Maybe we just attack.
What if it's not him?
Well,
We
yes,
could
that.
maybe speak first
And what if we
and attack later.
What if we kill him and we don't get the information we need?
Okay, I've got an idea. What if I go up to him and I talk to him? If he tries to attack me, then you two can shoot him.
You sure?
I'll be fine. You know me.
Be careful.
Okay. You
Okay.
just both stay close.
I'll go this way.
Okay.
Yes, I'll go other sides, and if anything happens, we run in.
I trust you guys. You got my back.
Okay, so as you approach, which I assume you're approaching,
Yeah, but she's going to approach quite confidently. She's not going to she's basically just going to start walking up towards where he is.
Okay. As you walk up to where this cloaked figure is hunched over this prone body, you can see the legs of the prone body just twitching ever so slightly, as you can hear sounds of kind of gross slurping. And this body is still twitching as you approach. Are you going to say anything?
Like, look at my intelligence score. Okay. Right. Oh, hello there.
As you call out, hello there, the cloaked figure stands up. You can see dark black hair tumbling down the back of his cloak. And they turn around, and you see a tall, handsome man with very pale skin. It's a face that you do recognize. He delicately wipes dark red liquid from his lip, which very much contrasts the spilt red that covers his fine blue cloak. Well, hello, my dear. Annalise, wasn't it?
It was. I do not think I caught your name.
Oh, well, how very rude of me. Victorio Nassarq. And he'll do a very pretentious little bow.
She'll kind of like smile and like, she'll like curtsy back to him. Ah, well, yes, I seem to have found myself out here. I wanted to get to know you a little better.
Oh, well, if it's conversation that you want, I'm sure I can oblige.
Yes. So, and she'll kind of like look over towards the body on the ground. What happened to that person?
Oh, don't worry about him. He's just resting.
Okay, just resting. Okay,
Yes.
okay.
Nassarq takes a step towards you.
She takes a step back as he does that. Does she recognize the body on the ground?
You look over. You don't. I'm not going to make you roll for it. You don't recognize the person at all. It looks like a youngish man. Seems to be wearing commoner peasant clothing. They are very pale and look. Yeah, they look pretty far gone.
Okay. Well, not so fast, Lord Nassarq. Perhaps we could talk for a little bit. I mean,
Of course. Maybe I should escort you up to my estate. He takes another step towards you.
Yeah, she's gonna kind of look around a little bit and be like, you know what? I think that is a very good idea. We could, just the two of us, head up to your estate. And is it like foggy here?
Yes. It seems to have cleared around where you are.
Yes, it's very foggy out here. I mean, I can barely see anything. Like, if something were to follow us up there, you'd never know. So perhaps we should both walk up to the estate.
Of course, of course. Shall we? And he offers you his hand.
She will place her hand on his, walk up with him.
Okay, as you place your hand upon his hand, his rather handsome face begins to change as that confidence in his eyes turns rather monstrous, and his teeth, his canines, elongate. He takes your hand, goes in for what looks like a kiss, looks up to you, and pulls you in, and lunges at you. Going for your neck, you being prepared, just pull back, just in time. You're now no longer looking at a handsome lord. You're now looking at something that is rather monstrous. I want you to roll initiative for everyone, please.
Yep. 10. Okay, so Annalise is a 10. I'll get the others
So
as
Annalise,
well.
10. I shall roll for Nassarq. Okay.
Helena is 13.
Okay.
Farouk is a 3.
Okay. Nice. Okay, so that means that Kalina is now up. As it's been pretty obvious that Nassarq has changed his form and attacked you. Kalina, well, why don't you tell me what Kalina is going to do?
Helena will take out her short bow, being a little distance from him, and she will go to shoot him first with her short bow.
Okay, roll an attack.
15.
15 just misses as he looks around, shoots right by his ear. He looks around, and now this bestial face forms a grin as he looks over to your companions in the distance. Anything else you would like to do?
Fine. No, that's the end of her turn.
She can bonus action hide if you wanted to.
Oh, right. Sorry, I've never played like a roguey character before. Yeah, she'll hide.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
It just means she hides. She can roll a stealth check.
Oh, right. Okay,
Yeah.
got it.
So dexterity.
So our stealth is a +4.
Okay.
19.
19. Okay. Kalina runs over to the ruins and ducks down. It is now
That is.
Annalise's turn.
Oh. Sorry, I was busy reading Kalina's stuff. I'm trying to find
no problem. I can take over Farouk if you want.
Let me just see. She's going to do something. She's going to do. Right. Okay. She is going to. Okay, she's going to look right at Lord Nassarq.
What's she gonna do?
I'm so sorry. I'm trying to read this really quickly.
It's okay. Just read it out loud. Just read it out loud. Then it's fine. What abilities are you looking at?
No, I'm just going to vicious mockery. I just didn't have my mockery list up. I was just trying to grab it.
All right.
That
okay,
was all. I just didn't have one prepared to go. She's going to look at him, just be like, you know, you look like your father would have been disappointed if he had stayed. And roll a vicious mockery.
Okay.
So
nice.
wisdom save.
Okay, so wisdom. Rolls a 9.
That is a fail.
Okay.
He will take. That is caught. Oh, there we go. He will take 4 points of psychic damage.
Okay.
And he has disadvantage on his next attack.
Okay.
Next, she's going to bonus action. And she's going to Misty Step.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah. And she's going to be like, bye. And then Misty Step 30 feet away.
Okay. I can do Varuk if you like to save you doing
Once... 3. No worries. Once she Misty Steps away, the 30 feet, she's going to move a further 10 feet away.
Okay. You're currently 40
feet away. That is the end of her
away.
turn. Yeah.
So, Varuk seeing this, will use his longbow, because it looks like everyone's doing a ranged thing. With a 22 for 4 points of damage. As he fires off this shot, Nassarq, who just saw you flit away, doesn't seem overly surprised by the fact that you did so. Ends up with an arrow right into his side. As he does, as the arrow hits him, he looks down at it and pulls the arrow out, and you can see blood that starts leaking down his shoulder. It is now Nassarq's turn. Nassarq is going to very quickly, with lightning speed, run up to Varuk, and he's going to jump on him.
Okay. Annalise is going to use her reaction.
Yes, go ahead.
She's going to use silvery bards here. She is going to magically distract Lord Nassarq with these silvery bards that enchant from her as she plays her lute.
Okay.
And he must re-roll his D20 and take the lowest, the lower number.
Ah, well that's good because he rolled a natural 20.
Excellent. So he has to re-roll that and take the lower number. And as an addition to that, I am going to give another creature an advantage on their next attack roll, which will be Varuk.
Varuk, excellent. As Nassarq runs up to Varuk on his first attack, your silvery barbs flail around next to him, slightly distracted. He turns back and he comes at Varuk with second lightning fast attack. Also misses Varuk. Varuk just by a hair gets missed by these unexpected claws that this very well-dressed man has. Comes up and he looks at Varuk and smiles with that toothy, fangy grin. It's now Kalina's turn, Annalise.
Okay, so Kalina is going to use her bow.
Roll an attack.
Where is it? 16?
A 16 just hits.
Okay. And damage. 6 points of damage.
Okay. As you see this arrow hit Nassarq, once again it hits him right between the shoulder and the neck, and as he once again pulls this arrow out, you see blood kind of gushing from the side of his neck as it runs down, and it starts to completely soak his clothing.
Bonus action, she'll hide again.
Okay.
So that is 14 for stealth.
14, yeah. He knew you didn't get sneak because he kind of knew where she was last time.
Okay.
If that makes sense. It is now
Yeah.
your turn, if that is all that Kalina wants to do.
Yes, it is. Annalise is going to start off by using her bonus action first to give inspiration over to Kalina.
Okay.
And she's going to look over at her and be like, they say it's better to light a candle than curse the darkness. I say it's better to light your foe on fire and let him do all the cursing. And then
Nice.
he's going to cast Firebolt.
Firebolt. Roll an attack.
Yep. Just looking for my, what do I add to it? 15, 16, 17 to attack.
17 to hit. Yep. Roll some
And
damage on it.
D10. Or 1 point of damage.
1 point damage. 1 damage.
1 damage.
So as you fire out this firebolt, hits Nassarq square in the chest, and you can see this open wound just start gushing more blood.
That's the end of her turn. No, it's not. No. She's gonna, because he's moved closer. She's gonna move further away from him.
Okay. It is now
her full movement. Sorry.
Okay, full movement. That's fine. Varuk, who is in combat now, is going to try to hit him with his longsword.
He has advantage.
He has advantage. Okay, that'll hit. As Varuk raises his sword, and brings it down, Nassarq kind of stands square on and does not raise his arm up to deflect the sword. The sword hits into just above his bicep, and he just smiles at Varuk, and you can, even from where you are, you can hear what Nassarq says to him. Poor little orc. The City Watch uniform could not hide what you really are. Do you always want to confuse a search purpose with a sense of belonging? As you guys are watching what is happening, you can see, in fact, do me a perception check.
Okay.
Quickly, yeah. With advantage.
$18.
18. As you're seeing this and Nassarq is talking to Varuk, you can see there is blood like pooling around the feet of Nassarq. And it almost looks like it is moving. It is now Nassarq's turn. As he did that little monologue, he's going to take Varuk's sword and push him away. He's going to try and grapple Varuk.
Okay.
As he holds on to Varuk, Varuk manages just to knock him loose. It is now Kalina's turn.
Okay, Kalina is going to shoot with her bow. 14 plus, where is it? There was 14. 18 to attack.
18, that hits.
Excellent. That is a D8. Woo, it's an 8 plus 2, 8, 9, 10 points of damage.
10 points of damage as her arrow fires out, hitting Nassarq completely in the leg. More blood starts oozing out of Nassarq, and you can see as this blood is now pooled around his feet. It actually starts to looks like it starts to swirl and starts coalescing. And what it seems to be doing is it seems to be trickling uphill towards the gate. And then as you all see where it's moving, you can see there are tiny red tendrils beginning to form between the posts of the gate.
Oh, hell no.
Is there anything else you would like to do?
She'll take the hide action again.
Okay. I'll use your last stealth.
Oh, okay.
Or you could roll if you've already rolled.
This one's higher. I'm
Use that one
rolling
then,
19,
by all means.
so 20, 23.
Okay. It's now Annalise. It's now your turn.
Okay. Saying all that. She is going to just shoot him with her bolt because she's a little bit of a distance away, so she's just going to shoot him this time. So she rolled a 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19.
19, that'll hit.
And then I roll some damage, which is a 5 points of damage.
Okay. As you're all peppering Nassarq, you can see that he almost turns broadside towards you to take this bolt, which you hit square in the center of his ribcage, and more blood starts oozing as blood starts trickling down his mouth as well, and onto the floor as he coughs up. And he looks over and starts walking, completely ignoring Varuk, starts walking over to where the two of you are. Calls over to where Kalina is hiding. Kalina, you must miss your family an awful lot. Long nights by that forge fire. The sound of ringing metal. The hot iron, the only thing that you can control. It is now gone.
Sorry, she's still got her. Sorry, I was going to use her bonus action as well. So she's going to bonus action bardic inspiration.
Yeah.
Kleena's already got it, but she had that ready for Varuk, and she's going to shout over to Varuk. Do not listen to the critics and complainers. You are the one reaching ever closer to glory. And give him a d6 inspiration as well.
Okay. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
No. That's her done now.
Okay. Varuk will be very put out by being ignored by Nassarq, having turned his back to Varuk. To taunt Kalina, he will run at Nassarq. He's going to use his inspiration. Okay, that'll hit. He comes up behind Nassarq, and you see, from your point of view, you just see his longsword go straight through Nassarq's torso. Then he pulls it out, and blood starts gushing on the floor as Nassarq kind of winces in pain and looks up at the sky. And then looks straight back at you. As he looks into your eyes, he says, Sinew told me stories of you, Annalise. Show me your legendary skill. And he puts his arms out wide. Behind him, taking your attention away from him, you see now between the posts of the gate a swirling, what looks like a swirling disc, a gateway made completely of blood that has now spanned, that is held by these webs, these tendrils of red between them, that is joined by a river of blood to the foot of Nassarq. It's now Kalina's turn.
Right. Okay. So Kalina is going to. How close is Kalina to him now?
I'll say you're about
He moved
equidistant.
closer, didn't he?
Yeah, he's closer distance for about like 20 to 15 feet.
Okay, right. No, she's just in that case. She's going to just stick with her short bow and she's going to shoot him again.
Okay.
Can you explain one thing to me though? The hide
Yes.
action. What does that actually do?
Well, it just depends. So that she might get sneak attack.
Oh, and you just tell me if she got it or not.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. That's fine. Right. So, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 to hit.
16 hits. Roll some damage.
Do. 8. Another 8. 9, 10 points of damage.
Okay. It's now your turn.
Yeah, she'll take the hide action again and just keep trying to hide from him, I guess.
Yeah. Sorry. So now it's Annalise's
But,
turn.
sorry?
No, go ahead.
Yeah, sorry. So she got a 23 last time. This time she gets a 3, so probably not going to do it.
Okay, that's fine.
Right. On to Annalise. Right. Annalise is going to. She's going to firebolt him again. Let's go for that.
Yeah.
So she's going to firebolt. 17 to hit.
As you fire up this firebolt, you hit Nassarq square in the chest. And as the flames of your firebolt dissipate, you can see pieces of flesh hanging off him. His outstretched arms, his elbows facing the ground, start dripping with a river of blood as you see behind him, between the posts, the swirling... It's like a swirling film, like a glass that's shimmering, made completely of blood, starts to pulsate and give off this luminescence.
Great.
Anything else you'd like to do?
Do you want me to roll the damage on that, or?
No?
No? Okay. No, okay, that's her turn then. That's her done.
Okay. As Varuk is looking extremely confused at what Nassarq is doing, he kind of looks over at the portal. He looks down at the blood, and he kind of shouts over, "I don't know what he's got planned. He wants us to hit him. I think we stop hitting him." As he says that, Nassarq turns around to look at Varuk, looks at the portal, gives you one last look, and you see the fangs gleaming from the glowing portal, showing that redness that's covering them. And he is going to dash to the portal, looks at the three of you, and puts his arms out and falls backwards into the portal of blood and disappears. As he does so, the tendrils that are holding the portal start to shake, and one of the gateposts starts to crack and starts to fall. You're now out of initiative.
Sorry, so the gateposts are falling.
Mm-hmm.
Where are we in relation to the gateposts?
20,
Like
15,
close enough
15,
to be crushed by them, or?
No, 15 foot away.
Oh, okay. God, I don't know what to do.
The post of a gate.
Right, okay. And is he just gone now? Is he just totally gone?
Seems to be.
Well, not sure what else to do. He's gone.
As you say that, the second post starts cracking. The tendrils start wobbling. And then you hear from behind you, "I'll not let him get away," as Kalina just bolts for the portal and just jumps through.
Oh, I thought the portal was gone as well. Okay, right. Yes, sorry. I thought like everything was gone.
No, the gate, I said the post has started to fall.
Oh, right. Okay, sorry.
Portal's still there.
That was me. I didn't realize the portal was there. Well, if she's going, I'm going. And she'll run into the portal as well.
Okay. Before you had done that, you did see that Varuk was investigating the body. So you can...
Oh, sorry. I must have missed that. Sorry.
I didn't say it. I'm just saying, as you would have run through after Kalina, you did see that Varuk had run over to the body.
Oh, right. Gotcha. Okay.
Just you got the information.
Got it.
But you can still run and jump through if you want.
Yeah, she's ran and jumped through, yeah.
Okay. So, as you run into this portal, it's like jumping into a solid wall of water. And as you hit it, the blood just completely fills your face. And as you open your eyes and take a gasp of air, the blood trickles down from your hair and you wipe it clear of your eyes. It looks like you're no longer... Just change the music there. As that music was a little bit intense there. As you wipe it away from your eyes, you are no longer standing before the stones of the Nocturne Estate. Instead, you're looking out on a dark, twisted wood that stretches towards you, where you can see briars and thorns, gnarled trees, and a thick mist covers everything that you see. As you turn around, you don't see the portal. You look ahead of you, and you can see Kalina in the distance, pushing her way through briars and thorns, looking around and then looking back at you. She looks straight at you and says, "Where are we?" And that's where we'll end the session. Well done. Exactly. Yeah, where the hell are you? Anyway, so with that bombshell, we'll end the session. Thank you everyone for joining us. Make sure you catch us next week to see where on earth our intrepid bard has found herself, because it doesn't seem to be home. It ain't Kansas anymore. So next week at 3 p.m. GMT Saturday, catch up with us. Robin, do we have anything else to say? Wrap up.
Yes, first of all, thank you guys for joining us. And also just a little reminder that we do have a competition over on our Instagram channel currently. If you guys want to enter, just head over to our Instagram, where you have the opportunity to win a set of dice along with a lovely quill and ink set, so that you can write your wonderful fantasy letters, spells, scrolls, whatever you like, with a beautiful quill.
Yeah, make sure
and
you go.
I think that is everything.
Yeah, make sure you go check all that out. Go check out, if you haven't already, if you want to play some 2-player D&D and you want to know how to do that, get some resources, go check out our friends over at Grove Guardian Press. Their links are in the About section on our Twitch. They have a Patreon. They have a website that has all sorts of 2-player D&D resources for you all. Make sure you go check us out, to Having to Roll, on all social media platforms. Come hang out in our Discord, as Robin said. Right, we'll say goodbye. Cheers. We love you all.
See you guys later. Bye.
See you later. Bye.